Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. On the bench today we have the KLEIN I think it's what, ET600. We have the Digi-Sense model number 20250-60, and we have the AEMC model number 6527. They all are Megohmmeters / installation testers. I've done individual videos on each one of these testers already, and if you want to check that out, you can go to my channel. Only thing I'm doing today is a quick comparison between the three, and the reason why I'm doing the three is because all of these have something pound for pound. They're all in the class, within their class, you know, and or should I say the same class? Okay. So only thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna check the voltages from one and see if it's putting out what it said it's gonna put out, what it's reading that it's supposed to be putting out. See if the other two can measure it on each one of them, and then I'm gonna do a voltage test, and we'll talk about the pros and cons, and I'll just pick the one that I like out of them all, and then tell you which one that'll be. So if this is your first time joining the channel or viewing the channel, I'm asking for your support. Hit the like, subscribe button, leave a comment if you choose to. I greatly would appreciate it. Help to support the channel. All right, so without further delay, let's get started. I'm going to test the voltage on the KLEIN, and I'm going to set the other two up to receive the voltage from the KLEIN, and we'll see just what it's putting out. I'm going to try the KLEIN. First of all, let me tell you some of the features. If those of you who haven't viewed my channel and seen me do the review on these already. So let me just zoom you in some closer and get you over to the KLEIN. Starting with the KLEIN, this is what we have. Starts off at 125 volts. Let me get you the rating first. Okay, it's rated Cat 3, 1000 volts. Cat 4, 600 volts. Around the dial is rated for 4000 mega ohms. It's the test voltages are 125, 250 volts, 500 volts, and 1000 volts. On the multimeter side, you have AC voltage, DC voltage, continuity, and resistance. The soft keys, you have continuous lock, test button, the backlight button, the 0 button. On some meters they have a rail, and the min max and the hold with a nice large screen with a nice backlight too. I just had it on for you guys, and a real nice backlight. Now let's move over to, as far as the housing itself, that's integrated onto the meter, so you can't pull that off. It also takes six AA batteries to power this unit up. And let's move on to the next one. And it's rated for Cat 3, 1000 volts. Okay, and this is the dial, 125 volts, 250, 500, and 1000 volts. On the multimeter side, you have 400 ohms of resistance, continuity, 1000 volts DC, 750 volt measurement, max measurement on AC voltage. You have the soft keys, the test button, the min max button and hold, continuous lock, and the 0 button, and the nice big screen with the bar graph. Let me turn the backlight on this one too, so you can see. Really nice, really nice. Both of them are really nice. Now, moving over to the AEMC. AEMC. This one starts off at 250 volts, 500 volts, and 1000 volts. On the multimeter side, they have volts AC, volts DC, continuity, resistance, and kilo ohms. Okay. The soft keys, you have the hold, test lock, and the 0 on the backlight. As far as the screen is concerned, let me just turn that backlight on. And that's a real nice screen with a real clear bar screen with a nice clear bar graph also. All of these units are top of the line. you know, and I know a lot of you heard of the KLEIN and the AEMC. I've never heard of this one, the Digi-Sense, but even though I haven't heard of the meter before, the name before, I've seen this tester on the market before. Just the other day, I gave a review. You have to check that out. I called out a lot of other names that have rebranded this unit and placed it on the market. Same unit under a different name, different model number, but made by the same company. That company is called CEM, CEM, and they've to me, it seemed like they've taken over the market for as having their product rebranded by these overnight companies that you see on the market right now, still in a lot of these units, clamp meters and so on and so forth. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to power this meter up, and we'll see if the other one, see if it's putting out what it said it's going to put out. So let me just back up some, and turn this to the volts DC side. Volts DC side. And I'm going to have to, let me see, 125 volts. I'm going to turn this one back on. Turn that light back on. And I'll turn this one back on. Okay, so you see I have it on 125, okay? And what I'm going to do is just hit this test button, and we'll see what's. See, I'm putting out 136 volts, and each of these meters are saying that I'm putting out 138. Okay, so all right, 250 volts. Okay, say I'm putting out. Let's say I'm putting out 272, and this is reading 275, 275. Okay, let's try 500. Said I'm putting out 545 volts. Each of the other meters saying I'm putting out 548. Okay, now I'm going to try the 1,000 volt. All right, here we go. 1,075. Each of the meters, it's not reading because the max is 1,000 volts. So it's going. We're going over about 75 volts, or 0.75 volts, and so it's not reading. But it did put out. Okay, so I don't really have. That's good. It did what it said it's supposed to do. Now let's try the. We're gonna try the. Let me make sure I got this right. All right. So now we're gonna try the Digi-Sense and see if it's putting out what it says it's supposed to be putting out. Okay. $125 volts. Ready? $130. Oh shoot! I had to climb on the wrong one. All right, here we go. 132.7, 133. Okay, well, that's good. Go to 250. Just putting out 260, 265, 267. Let's try 500. $516 volts, and each of the other meters putting out 531, 532. Now let's do 1,000. Okay. Both of them, it went over 1,000. So 1,024 volts is putting out, and it won't read it. Okay, so let's go back to this one. All right. So let me 1 second. Let me fix it so it won't fall when doing Trying to measure it. All right, so now let's do this. All right. One second, let me just slide over. I'm trying to work around this camera. Okay. All right, so all right. Here we go. It's on 250. I'm looking to see where it says what it's putting out. Okay. Anyway. 267, 269, 500. 523, 524. Okay, let's do 1,000. Okay, that went over. I was looking on here on AEMC. It doesn't tell you what is putting out. You just have that to go by. I mean, that's okay. That's okay, but I still would like to see it, knowing that the other ones have it. I still would like to see it. So what I'm going to do is let me just show you how they look. All of them are really nice. So let me just show you how they look in the back. The KLEIN is the only one to have a slot for the for your probes, and they all have a place for the like a Velcro, some type of magnetic holder. The KLEIN have one. The AEMC have theirs right there. I mean, AEMC have theirs. I'll show you in a minute. But the Digi-Sense have one too. It goes behind these screws right there. But the Digi-Sense have one right here. That holds the the Velcro strap with a little attachment that goes through there. Okay, and the other one is down in the hole right there. They all take AA batteries. I mean AA batteries. Each one of them takes 6 batteries each to power them up, or power these units up. Or they all are nice. The screens on every last one, all 3 of them are really nice, and they're all well built. So what I'm going to do now is I want to do another little test and see. Let me see something. What I'm going to do is, I have my little power supply that I have right here. I'll show you guys in a minute. And what I'm going to do, this is my little power supply. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This unit right here. So what I'm going to do, that put out 14 volts AC. And what I'm going to do is, I want to just put all of them on AC. And I'm going to just see what they read, how accurate that it is. Okay. Okay, 1 second. All right, here we are. We're back. Let me turn the power on. Just back up a little. Put this right here in the frame so you guys can see. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Turn everything on. Power on. Turn it to AC voltage. Turn the light backlight on for you. And flip the switch. 14 volts. The Digi-Sense has 13 volts on it, but that's still close within spec. So, what I'm going to do, let me see one more time. Let me turn it off for a minute. Now we should do 7 volts AC. Okay. Y'all, good job. Now, let me just turn this off. I just want to do that little simple test just to get that out of the way. All right, guys, so something else what I want to do is this. I want to finish telling you about the features on these units. The KLEIN, when it's standing alone, it has a really nice screen display. But compared to the other two, out of the 3, the one that has the best display, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, is the Digi-Sense. That's the one that has the best display. As far as the clearest, I would say the Digi-Sense also. Coming in second would be I would say now I would say probably the KLEIN. I would say the KLEIN come in next, second place. I love the features. I love now none of them don't have PI or DAR test. You would have to do it yourself and keep the time yourself. I see it like a little clock here. I don't know. I can't remember what it was for. I can't remember, but they don't have the PI or DAR test feature, the button that you can engage on either of them. But you just have to lock it yourself and keep your time, your 10 minutes or your 1 minute duration time while you're testing whatever it is you're testing. But all 3 meters are really nice. I like the fact that on these two that the leads, that the inputs, jack inputs come out of the top, so you don't have to fiddle around with them in front of you like this. I like the fact that that they come out of the top. I like the large screen on all 3 of them, and let me see what else that I'm missing. This one doesn't. The AEMC doesn't have a min-max. But that's the only thing that's missing besides the rest of them have min-max. And that's about it. And that's about it. And it doesn't have, it starts off at 250 volts instead of 125 volts like the other two, the KLEIN and the Digi-Sense. But I can live with that. But to have 125 volts, that may be important too. So now the price out of the 3, the most expensive one out of the 3, right now, if you go on well, I've seen them out of the 3. Right now, I think you're running about I think they all, but brand new. Let me see. Brand new. The KLEIN is pretty cheap. That's affordable. The Digi-Sense, I've seen not the Digi-Sense itself. I've seen the model test instrument. I've seen those for over $200. I've seen these before over $200, but I've just seen the price drop on the AEMC, so that's a good thing. But the KLEIN is the cheapest. I would say the Digi-Sense would be. The KLEIN is the cheapest. I would say the AEMC is the next cheapest, and the Digi-Sense will be the highest. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's a, but to me it's an unknown company. I never heard of the company before, but the meter itself is a good meter. It's just a really good meter. But as far as the price is concerned, the KLEIN is the lowest. AEMC right now is the next lowest, and the Digi-Sense depends on if you're buying it new. I think it was the highest. I've seen Digi-Sense like for $296. Yeah, and I've seen this one like $254 before, and the AEMC, and I've seen the KLEIN for like $130 something. But that's it. That's the normal price for that KLEIN, $140, $130 something, brand new. But anyway, these and out of them all, which one I would pick out of them all? I would have to go with the KLEIN because I'm getting more bang for the buck there. And if something were to happen with that KLEIN, I can easily get in contact with the KLEIN, the company. KLEIN Tools is headquartered right here in the United States, and I could get that plays that's a major factor with me. So I would have to go with the KLEIN. Give you more bang for the buck, more features for the buck. I can easily get in contact with them because they're located right here in the United States. Digi-Sense, like I said before, I never heard of the company. I don't even know if they even have a headquarter for that company. Just you just probably bought a few meters, put their name on it, and try to sell them. But AEMC, they've been around for a while. But KLEIN first, AEMC will be second, and then Digi-Sense will be third. Because of that reason, that I'll be able to get in contact with them, and I know of those companies. Never heard of Digi-Sense, like I said before, and that's what's hurting them right now. Before as the quality of the meter, all of them are great meters. If you find any of these meters and the price is right, I wouldn't hesitate to purchase either of them. But the KLEIN has the most features, more bang for the buck, and that's my choice. So guys, again, I just want to thank you. I don't want to ramble on about what's going on about this KLEIN. About these meters. You can see the other videos, the individual videos that I've done on them before. I want to thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. There will be more coming. There will be lots more. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment, and all that is support of the channel. I'm out.